Hello, friends. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name's Amber. My family just moved from northern Chicago down to the Ozark Mountains, so we are learning a completely new way of life down here, and I'm sharing it with you. I post a lot of day in the lives with our large family, home DIYs, cleaning motivation, and some recipes. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please like and subscribe. I'm still very new to YouTube, so that definitely helps out my channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment below introducing yourself. I'd love to get to know you all too. So now that groceries are so high everywhere, I thought I would start sharing some budget-friendly meals. I'm sharing my homemade southern noodles recipe at the end of this video, and it's a great meal to make now that the weather is starting to cool down. So be sure to stick around for that. But anyways, I have a bunch of stuff to get done around the house. I've put off laundry for far too long, so I'm going to tackle that today. So let's just jump into it and get things done around here. So I know I talked about in my last couple videos about our master bedroom redo. We're still working on it, but when I first did it, I was torn between the paint colors. I really wanted a more darker color, and I was terrified of it being just way too much. So instead, I settled and I did a lighter color, and that's what you just saw in my room. But now I've kind of like gone back to it, and again, I want to go dark. I just don't. I mean, it looks fine white, but I just want something way more dramatic. It's not really my style how it is right now. So I think we're going to end up going back and changing the paint color. And that's another big reason why I have not posted any of our bedroom updates because it's just not how I want it. So another project that I mentioned in a different video was to add an island into our kitchen. And that's something that we're considering now actually sooner than we thought we were going to be. So we're thinking of taking out this table and adding an island where it is. But I'm kind of wanting it to look more antique-y. So I'm looking on Facebook Marketplace and at vintage stores and stuff, trying to find something that catches my eye, I guess. I'm not really sure exactly what I'm looking for, but I feel like it's one of those things when I see it, I'll know. But anyway, so that is something that I'm hoping to be able to find soon so then we can kind of do a kitchen transformation. I'm wanting to add countertops and an island. We have a pantry door also to the right. There's our pantry, but and it has a door, but it was one of the first things we did when we first moved in. We had no idea what we were doing. And so it's not the best of quality, and I'm wanting to switch that also. We might also do paint. The whole kitchen just kind of needs a revamp, I think. So we'll see. Hopefully, in the coming months, we'll kind of tackle that project. But like I said, we moved down here a couple years ago, and we've just been slowly working on different projects around the house, making it be what we want it to be. It's also kind of frustrating because the people that were here before us, um, they're known flippers in the area. So they, buy houses for cheap and then they flip them. And however, if you've ever lived in one of those houses, you will know that a lot of the time the projects aren't really done well or properly. So it seems like every single time we start a project, it's like the whole one step forward, three steps back type of thing. It seems like we're always getting in bigger than we expect. So every project that we do, we kind of just expect it to go a lot worse and, hope obviously that it doesn't. But that's just been kind of how it's been. And it's kind of funny because I tell my mom this is the first house that we've owned. When we lived in Chicago area, we rented all of our places. And so now that we own our house, I'm constantly telling my mom, I'm like, isn't it crazy? It just seems like there's always something. There's always, the water heater or the dishwasher. It's always something that needs replaced. I feel like it never ends. I don't know if that's just like, you know, us buying an older house that had flippers redo it or what. It's just, that's how it feels. One thing though that is interesting, our house, like I said, is older, and the people before us, they did a lot of interesting things to our house. I guess kind of quirky. Like our stairs that you saw in the back, those actually used to be spiral stairs. So I don't know why they did them the way they did them, but at the top, they're like triangles. So you don't, and they're kind of scary at first if you're not used to walking on them. And then we do have lights on our stairs for that reason because they're tricky at the top. But I don't know, we run into all these quirky things about our house anytime we go to redo anything. But anyway, I'll stop rambling about my weird house and our house projects. These are my youngest two boys, Lincoln and Theo. They are 5 and 7, and they're just finishing up their schoolwork for the day. My older two kids were already done for the day. My daughter is in 7th grade and my son is in 9th grade. So they are now doing an online curriculum, and it has been so nice. I feel like everything's kind of, not everything's taken off my shoulders because I still, have to help them and stuff. But I feel like so much is taken off my shoulders. They have a lot of like their grading and all that stuff, and testing and everything. I don't really have to worry about. And that's so nice. So most of the time, I just really have to focus on my younger two boys while my older kids, they just go through their day, they finish their classes and all their schoolwork, and that's it. So it's been really nice this school year. Oh my gosh, I think every time I see myself do laundry on these videos, I laugh to myself because I swear that it seems like that's all I do. I feel like all I do in my videos, like, oh, thanks for joining my channel, where all we do is laundry here. Does anybody else feel like that? So it is just about 3:30 and I need to start dinner, but first, I need to get through this pile of laundry. It's more like a mountain. I was gonna throw on some Secret Lives of the Mormon Wives on the TV and power through this monster of a pile. Anyone else as shocked as I am? I did not realize the show was like that. I'm like 5 whole minutes into the entire series, and I did not realize that was the direction it was taking us. So I'm like, I'm already only 5 minutes in, but I'm like, okay, what is going on? I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was more of just like a documentary thing or something. I don't know what I thought it was. I did not expect it to be that, and so that's kind of why I jumped on the whole bandwagon in the first place, because everybody is talking about it. Everybody is all over the place talking about the Mormon wives, and so that's why I turned it on, and I was not expecting that at all, and maybe it's just me, but I'm kinda confused. I don't know. They say all these things that they can't do, and then literally all of them are doing all of those things, and I'm just like, "Okay, how does that make sense?" But anyway, I don't know. I'm kinda drawn into the show now because I've watched multiple episodes. It's kinda wild. I can't even believe it, and I did not know that, what was her name? Whitney? I did not know that that whole reel, when her child, I think son, had RSV in the hospital, I did not know that was her until she played it in one of the episodes, and I was like, "Holy crap." She looks like she was, I don't know, 18 years old in the hospital, and it was just shocking to me. I did not realize that was the same person. So, or that it was even a thing at all. I had no idea that that was even a thing. And just to find out that it's a whole different world, it was shocking to me when I turned it on. Not what I was expecting, but it was still pretty good. So, on a completely different note, is anyone else just looking at all their laundry whenever they fold it and like, wow, I need to just declutter, like massive declutter? Because I swear I don't have space for all this. I mean, we have a lot of storage areas, like big closets and everything in our house, but we just have way too much stuff, way too much. And I feel like every time I do laundry, I think of that. I'm like, wow, we really need to just really go through everything and get rid of so much stuff. I am making chicken and noodles tonight for dinner. I already cooked the chicken. I just boiled it in broth and I've been letting it cool now for a little while. So I am going to debone the chicken and I'm going to add more water in here, bring it to a boil, and then we'll make homemade noodles and add them to the broth boil once we get them all made. Okay, so I'm going to make the noodles now. And for the noodle dough, it is 1 cup of flour. And you could absolutely just buy those egg noodles, like the frozen ones. But I don't have those, and my kids like these. They're basically the same thing. So that's what we're doing. This is what we usually do. And it's like a southern chicken and noodle. It's not really the soup. It's mostly noodles with like some chicken and sauce. It's very good. Anyway, so it's 1 cup of flour, about 1/4 to 1/2 of a teaspoon of salt. It is 1/2 tablespoon of vegetable oil, 3 tablespoons of warm water. Sometimes you will need more than that. It kind of just depends. So we'll see. If the dough is too dry, we will go ahead and add more water. And then 1 large egg. And then you just mix it. So I think that's gonna be enough water. You don't want it to be too sticky because you're gonna roll it out. Okay. And then once you have that in like a dough ball like this, we're going to roll it out on a floured surface, pretty thin. Let me get my rolling pin. My daughter used all of my rolling pins for a fair that she was in, and she used them as little holders for jewelry. She was selling jewelry. So now I only have this, and it doesn't work as well. You have to put more muscle into it, I guess. And I usually double the recipe, but I'm not going to tonight. And it's okay to have imperfections. You'll end up cutting the noodles, and I feel like it adds character. If you have one of those fancy like KitchenAid pasta add-ons, you could totally do this with it too. I don't have one of those for my KitchenAid, and this just works the same, basically. Okay, so now I have it pretty thin, so I'm going to go ahead and cut strips for the noodles. So you want them about this thin. You can make them thinner if you like a thinner noodle, or thicker, but this is a pretty good size. This is what my kids like. And my water is starting to come to a boil now. It's just the broth that I boiled the chicken in, and then I put some chicken bouillon cubes in it. So it's coming to a boil, and I'll go ahead and drop my noodles in, and the extra flour will cause it to thicken as they cook, creating like a sauce. And if you don't want super long noodles, you can cut them however you like. Okay, now that my water is going, I'm going to go ahead and add these to the boiled broth. You kind of want to add them in batches so they don't all stick together, but you don't really have to wait for anything because they're all just going to stay in the pot. So I kind of usually do a couple at a time, like 5, 6 or so. And then I put them in, stir them around. Okay, so the noodles are now in the broth, and this is about 8 cups of chicken broth, and I just did water, and I boiled the chicken in the water with a couple of chicken bouillon cubes, and then I pulled out the chicken and then brought the water back to a boil. You can see the noodles as they are getting done cooking, they'll rise to the top. So I'm just stirring them around, getting them cooked. It only takes a couple minutes. It doesn't take hardly any time. And then the flour from the noodles will start to thicken the broth. And we'll go ahead and add our chicken after we debone it back into the pot. But anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and listening to me ramble. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye.